I would probably still take them despite the fact that they lost. I think EG is favored. I'm going to be clear. I think EG's favored, but by that large of a margin, I'm not convinced. But we'll have to see. I do like this first-round Ursa pick more than I usually do. I think they set it up pretty well with their first-round bans, and I think the only problem Ursa has versus Phoenix is in the early to mid-game, those Fire Spirits are pretty obnoxious for you, and you don't want to ult just to get rid of those. And you have this Oracle to enable him to be the active hero he wants to be. Because they buffed up Fury Swipes most of the time, meaning that it used to be that you had to activate your ultimate to get that bonus damage, it really increased his farming rate. And I think I've been seeing a lot more Ursas go like this Treads farming item build. Sometimes it's S and Y. Sometimes I even see like crazy items like Battle Fury. Against Nature's Prophet, it's worth considering. I've seen some EU players do it. Just going to keep an eye out for what this Ursa build's going to be, because I haven't gotten the chance to play this hero yet this patch, but one of my favorite heroes. And I love when people just have hot takes on a hero where there's just slight tweaks. You know, you nerf his overpower, but you buff his Fury Swipe. Yeah. Suddenly attack speed items kind of make sense on Ursa. I've been seeing like 204 builds on their skill build in the laning where they just have no points in that overpower. So definitely I'm going to be looking out for that personally. But I do like this DK pick again. I think Troll is the same as Wraith King, where eventually he threatens the DK, but in the early to mid game, not so much. Gonna have to be looking to see the impact of this Phoenix in the mid game, but because he has the Oracle behind him, it just doesn't, on paper, work as well against these tanky strength heroes when you have that Oracle false or Fate's Edict behind him.
Yeah, and the Void Spirit, the panel, they didn't really understand why it was picked. Obviously, it was 9th pick. Why do you think they took the Void Spirit?
It seems like just a comfort zone thing so far.
Most Void Spirit picks are like that nowadays.
Yeah, when you're 9th pick mid, you just need to make sure your hero is not absolutely destroyed by any hero, and that you feel comfortable playing it in a countered matchup. And I'd say that about fits the description of Void Spirit for Bryle.
Yeah. And he's doing a great job so far getting at that range creep deny as well. You see it 5 and 3, getting more or less hits. Bryle off to a better start than he was last game. So we are going to just see Fly and Moonmander trading with each other. And then the big lane. So what do you do in this, now that it is Sand King Mirana up top? Uh-oh, by the way, Bulba, he is getting body blocked. That's going to be a first blood. No, he stuns through. Will he make it? That last auto tech wouldn't have been enough. So Aoi, if he went for 2 auto techs, he would have died. Good job understanding you're not getting that kill.
Yeah, interesting lane setup coming out from EG, putting the Ursa bottom. Tusk Prophet does not sound very good for Ursa, to be fair. Ursa wants the ability to kind of be able to run at somebody. And I think they picked this Oracle Ursa as a direct response to the Phoenix. That's all they saw in the draft, right? Yes. So if you're going to pick it, might as well lane it against the Phoenix. And he's elected to go for the Overpower build rather than the Earthshock. I think you have enough mana for one or the other, generally speaking. So most likely going to go for like the 0-2-3 build, maybe the 1-1-3, but as far as I can tell from what I've seen so far with this hero,
top,
just don't have the mana.
Goodbye. Stun, and guess what? That's the combo. Stun into stun, BSJ. Sometimes it is as simple as that.
Yeah, I like this Buckler from Bulba here, actually. I think it's really important against the Tusk. Even his tag team is physical damage. Prophet's purely physical damage with the tree as well as his right clicks. Buffing up his 2 base armor as well as the Mirana with that 2 base armor. So very well helps them trade in this lane. That early aggression could easily lead up to that kill that we just saw. Didn't necessarily see the lead up to it, but bottom, we do see the dive for what? Maybe canceling a clarity or something.
Yeah. Do you agree with the Bulba skill build here? He is no Sandstorm. He is going for the cost. Is this because you're versus Nature's Prophet?
Yeah, I don't mind this. Okay. I think it's going to take a little bit of creativity for the Sand King hero. I haven't liked when I watch people just sit there in Sandstorm. I think it's gotten abused too much. Ever since they nerfed being able to Quelling Blade or Tango Sentries, I think his Sandstorm build became much more vulnerable to just having a Sentry planted and dying. You can't reactionarily destroy it anymore. You have to actually hit it, which is really annoying and inconvenient for you.
Bottom, they're looking for Fly right now. They roll on forward. It is going to be a rotation from Aoi, and the rotation gets them the kill.
I think EG's perfectly fine with this. They might decide to rotate Ursa out of bottom with this as a reaction. He's already got the Wraith Band plus the Ring of Regen.
But his creep wave's pushing in, so
yeah,
he's
gonna
too
definitely
upset.
chill for now.
Yeah.
But they're going to definitely get this pull off with a stacked camp. So that's going to be most likely a full wave denied bottom. Those ghosts shred through creep waves.
They do.
Meanwhile, mid lane is really even.
It is. Oh, Rune's coming up here.
Oh, the Dispel from Illusion Rune.
Nice.
That actually, one of the few times I've seen it relevant. He obviously reapplies the Fire Spirit, but it did dispel the initial one. Sand King level 5 to the Prophet, Barret almost level 4. That is awesome for Bulba here. Does go back for the Sandstorm point.
2-1-2.
I don't mind it. Level 1 Burrow's pretty underwhelming in terms of the cast range, so you want to get that at least 2
middle.
points.
Here comes the arrow. Donk.
And bottom.
And they're going in for it. Can they get him? Yes, RTZ does go down. That's why you said maybe he should just leave this lane, and maybe he should have.
I'm pretty surprised he stayed. You just kind of died to the Tusk. I think that's why they dodged the lane in the first place. So, you know, RTZ, it's early. It's fine. First game of the day, technically.
Owie was looking uphill there like, hey, maybe I can steal this bounty rune here. Doesn't look like you can. We will see the Oracle locking him down here. Arrow's going to fly. Nice, ends up hitting, so he gets the bounty. He's like,
I don't even want to touch you.
Yeah. Pricing is social distancing. Yep.
Yeah, social distancing.
He's like, I'll take the rune, and I'm gone. That's it. KheZy, once again, he's just so precious. And RTZ is up here now, and you got to be careful. Because the Sand King has done so well, it feels like he can stun and anyone can get a kill with him at this point. The Ursa or the Oracle, even.
It seems a little awkward if Sand King were to just go bottom now. Skeeter has a pretty good game. They've been showing 3 heroes bottom, so this is the odd scenario where you do kind of just keep 2 cores on the same side of the map. You ask yourself, hey, if I TP bottom, what's going to happen now? And it just doesn't feel good. So you just leave both cores here.
Make it
puts
3
a little
cores.
Pressure. Yeah, puts a little pressure on this Prophet. I like this rotation. I think playing around mid, you kind of leave this Void Spirit to... He's a good hero to get +1s with you, right? So instead, play away from him. Prophet has really no counterplay potential because of how well the Sand King did early, and KheZy's going to get the wraparound.
Yeah, he does. There's the air. They stack the stuns. I don't think it matters too much. Here comes the Phoenix, though. He's flying on through. KheZy traps himself. There's no way. I was about to say it. He makes it out of here. That's a big mistake from EG.
Really? Courier, though.
Lose the courier there. They get the kill, but they need to get this tower, right?
Yeah.
You rotate a lot of
That's the big thing.
Here.
You have the catapult wave, but bottom, in the meantime.
Siege as well. Bryle gets the kill. Happy with that. All the way in the backside, but now Bryle's in trouble himself. RTZ jumps forward. Goodbye. And it feels like Bryle's been doing a lot of these one-for-one trades that aren't really in your favor.
I would say it is definitely not in your favor to be
and now top lane again. They're just diving more. Moon Meander goes down, and all of a sudden, you're versus an Ursa DK. You got to remember, these heroes want to run at you. Meanwhile, under the Sandstorm is Skeeter, gets stunned. A TP coming. But it's a long one. They do defend the tower.
I like this rotation, like the map movements from Bulba. He didn't rotate too early. He stayed top for that pressure, had that rotation, then TP'd bottom in order to relieve the pressure off the tower. And they almost get top tower on the side of EG.
How did Bryle kill his courier if Bulba's courier's up top, but they're going to initiate on bottom?
Oh my god, Bulba. The Prophet ult damage.
Goodbye, and now Fly's in trouble as well. He eats the tree, but Ice Shard's blocking him in. Sorry about that.
Meanwhile, top, he's getting dove by the Void Spirit. Double damage rune. Astral Step again. The mana battle. Oh, the dodge of Dissimulate.
What a play. But will he survive? It looks like probably the one who KheZy, meanwhile, gets the kill. Apologies, that was on us. And all of a sudden, that's a 3-for-0 trade and a tier 1 tower bottom. They just went from...
Yeah, that's a huge swing.
It's a full 2K swing.
And RTZ almost died, too. That could have been a complete nightmare.
Ooh, dodges that 8th RM. He's still got to be careful. He has all of his abilities up. Goodbye.
Okay, almost died is a thing of the past.
Yeah, and that's 500 gold for Bryle now. So he gets his full phase boots and 500 extra gold. And all of a sudden, KheZy is ahead by 1,000 to 2,000 gold.
Off to a crazy start here.
Oh.
Sorry.
Nah, you're good. What does Troll go this game? Well, what are we thinking? Is it a Fusel? Is it a Battle Fury? Is it an SNY?
I see a lot of Battle Fury trolls in pubs, but I don't see too many of them in competitive. I personally think it's very strong, but if you go phase, it kind of signals to me you're probably going to Fusel. I think like Tread's Battle Fury or phase to Fusel is kind of the 2 options I like. We'll see what he ends up going for. I think Diffusal's really nice against the Ursa as well as the DK. Finds 2 neutral items on the Phoenix there. Shovel value.
Middle.
See what he gets. No, he's not taking the time to dig. He's taking the time to go on Ryoya here.
And he is stuck. It's hard to arrow because there are a bunch of creeps, but it will end up hitting on Brawl. Ryoya should go down here as well. He gets purged up. Do we have an ulti from Fly? We don't. Taking a ton of damage. They might die for more. It's a level 4. Both supports Brawl. Thinking about it, instead he might just deny creeps. Make him feel a little worse. But crazy, the early game rotations this game feel a lot better. It feels like they can even just make rotations. Last game, they couldn't put the stun forward. Will Void Spirit go down? Arrow hits, ulti, Bulba. Take him down.
What is Brawl doing today, man? He's just
aggressive.
Feeling himself.
Owie tried to do the old fancy block, and then they tried to sprout him over the ice shards, but unfortunately, he just traps himself in. Sometimes you try to swag and you anti-swag, my friend.
Yeah, you out-swag your own swaggity self.
Indeed. Brian, you just understand. You understand words. Yeah,
I
bottom.
do.
There's a big rotate. Well, it's completely scattered out. 4 members of EG are just like running bottom.
Gang
and
train
the Phoenix
bottom.
Sees them.
Choo-choo. He's trying to get the outpost right before the 10-minute mark on Troll Warlord, but Ryoya walks up, gives a little donk.
Yep. And crit does. Oh, they got the bottom one though. So they get it. They get both outposts somehow. They did lose crit for it, but is that worth it, honestly?
Yeah, 750 XP.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. A lot of bounty runes picked up, though, by Crazy
Again, no ulti for 2 seconds.
Uh-oh, here comes Bulba, though. He doesn't have a stun. No help there now. Arteezy's turning around. There's going to be a dust pop. Owie's trying to run away. Jumps over it. Owie, will he get hit? No, they're looking for KheZu instead. Bulba, you've got stun. Are you going to go in there and help your boy? Doesn't look like he will. Arteezy goes down, and now Bulba. He's stunned a little bit too late. This might just be a 2 for maybe a 3 for a Fly stays. But he'll run away. Bulba, Arteezy go down. 5-man rotation. Fly so close to getting trapped in there.
Ryoya is killing mid tower right now, so this is not all for naught, but that is 2 cores.
Yeah.
That is not good, yeah, but at least they're getting something on the map.
Wait, get ready for this. Will he get the deny? No. He got the deny in the range creep. It's not the tower.
Value.
Crit rolls in. Level 3 Star Storm. So what is EG? They're now down by about 2 to 3K. If you're the one down, what do? Well, Crit, he's going to get initiated on.
Bounty rune
stolen. 2 leaps, by the way.
That's a nice one. Yoink.
And there's another. Oh, he didn't make it over the hill. That might be the end for him because of that. It sure is.
We'll blame the ping.
Oh, and he leaps, goes down. So obviously they're just trying to, you know, maximize what they can get now. But where's the first big play for EG? Is it something like a kill into Roshan with Ursa, or what do you want to see?
Yeah, I definitely think it's Roshan-based this game. I think DK is always going to naturally pressure the tier 1s, but something that is going to be an active move from the team from EG's lineup here is going to be the Rosh. You just do it so fast now with the Fury swipes. You just have to like ult to make it so you could finish off the last half. Now the ult's just defensive in terms of making sure you don't die to the Rosh. And they are going to be trading tier 1s, it looks like, but tier 1 bottom not going down nearly as fast as the tier 1 top. So a trade is loosely defined here.
Remember when everyone was picking Ursa? Wasn't that Owie actually who started the Desolator Ursa for a while?
Back when he played carry. He was one of the few people that went for that Deso. I was never a fan, and then it became really good, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess it is pretty good. That moment when you're like, I don't like this build, but everyone's doing it.
So, is it correct? Or are people copiers?
Or is it everyone else? It's always everyone else. No, it's everyone else.
Arteezy, he jumped in a little deep. Ice shards again. Arteezy, my friend. Is this another time when he's like, well, there's 5 people TP'd bottom, which he's not wrong. All 5 people did TP bottom, but you are still the hard carry in this game.
What are you doing? He's been playing the same way on Ursa. The 2 games I've seen him play, one at the We Play charity tournament and one at this. I don't know. He's just going ham bone, calzone, and he's just dying. In the paint, you know, too deep in the paint, I think is how you worded it.
Indeed.
He just, he's like, there's no way there's 5 heroes here. And then there's just 5 heroes there.
Gotta be careful. Crazy does have the 1K lead. So once 3K goes down to 1K, and that's EG, right? You do TV5 bottom, Crit's farming top, Bulbo's farming the jungle, and even Fly was in a lane. You gotta be careful of overextending, right? Sometimes you can do that.
Once you get that Q on Ursa, you're just in there. And, Your team doesn't really want to overextend themselves to work with you. That's the problem with Oracle Ursa, I'd say. Maybe Ursa this early has to go a little too deep for Oracle to want to be in position to help. Is working on that Basher on the Ursa. Is about 800 gold off. Meanwhile, the Troll is working on a Diffusal. About the same net worth despite the deaths from Arteezy. 4 deaths 14 minutes into the game. Only a 1K, okay, now 2K net worth advantage for CR4ZY. I don't know about you. It seems like it should be more.
Yeah, I think it is just, right? Everyone just farming different lanes. The old EG classic.
Ooh, the Orchid coming out for CR4ZY as well. I didn't even see this. He's almost done. It's 20 gold off.
So what is he looking for? Anyone, or just does he just always look for a +1?
I think Mirana's going to struggle. She's going to probably be wanting to clear waves a lot. Just a natural type of 4 position that does this before the Greaves. Working on the mech already.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think Ursa really struggles against silences as well. So keep an eye out for that. Oracle's going to have to start playing pretty much with the Ursa permanently, I think, after they see this Orchid. I think they saw it the build-up, so they have to be very careful. Ursa was on the creep wave when this Mirana ulti was popped, and Yellow's pinging it out. CR4ZY says, they're all invis, be careful.
And also the Sentry and Moonhander saw crit himself top, so they kind of know where everyone's at. And you got to be careful. He just blinks in on bottom. Ryoya will get the stun up. Aether Remnant pulls in Arteezy. He gets off his ulti, so he's good for now. But he's just going to go down. Ryoya will TP you out, and they still haven't gotten this tier 1 tower yet. They are struggling with this tier 1 bottom. I would say big props to CR4ZY. They are defending it so well.
I'd just say that, yeah, they killed Troll at the same time, and I think it was a really good maneuver bottom to apply that pressure and force rotations. But Arteezy, like, went in and hit the guy once and then just died. I think you could have just ran at them and then walked away, you know, like forced the reaction and just not go in.
It feels like this Q's making him a little bit crazy.
Yeah,
the new leap forward on it, you know, he's having a little too much fun.
He seems to be having the philosophy, there's only one way back to base, Grant, and that's freaking bottom bag,
get ready for the arrow from Crit after the connection. Oh, the egg, but wait, doesn't it just die?
Leap,
Do they have anything? The Aether Remnant? Is it going to pull him in? Oh my goodness, they almost did, but the egg won't go up. And now the stun, and Bryle goes down as well. Bryle and Arteezy are trading up. They're going for more. Oh no, CR4ZY. You were doing such a good job, and all of a sudden, you might just lose your gold lead here. Aoi is getting farmed, rolls on
arrow
over.
preemptively. That was sick.
Done. They will get the kill, really. He's like, oh,
my God, the golem for 31 damage.
That's, it's not the biggest deal, but everyone just like, yo, Ryoya, you can have it, and like he just doesn't do any damage.
I've never seen more impressive last hitting than that. Let's hit this boy up for carry for the new up-and-coming NA squad. Yeah, Old Muddy. And this is immediately in a Roche, as we talked about their first initial move. They are scouting it with a tree. I don't know if that's relevant, because you used egg. Troll doesn't have Diffusal yet. He does actually have the gold, but he's not buying it yet.
I mean, they're around.
It's dead.
It is dead. Oh, Aether Remnant goes in. They get the Aegis.
And they're salving him up. I believe that's a value from the shovel that Bulba got.
You know Arteezy, he is definitely just typing space in ally chat.
He has an Aegis and a Basher. He's freaking running in because he was doing it without this.
He didn't need either of those to do what he's doing now. This is the confidence now. And they're ulting up. Moonhander is just running. He knows something's up.
Arteezy misses the Urshok up the hill, so he's not going to be able to chase like he would like to. Meanwhile, CR4ZY knows that Arteezy is trying to go crazy as well as the rest of EG, so they're just split pushing both side lanes.
Is this... what does CR4ZY do now for this game? Like, when does the Troll actually get involved when the rest of the team? I asked how EG, what do they do? What does CR4ZY do right now?
It's kind of a bit awkward, right? Because you hit this timing with the Diffusal, and they just got Aegis. So you can look to take fights. You do a lot of damage. You're actually a huge threat. It's just there's a lot of stuns. So until you have BKB in a 5-on-5 setting, Troll is not going to be able to dish out the damage that he wants. Yeah. You just got to look for picking and choosing your engagements properly on Troll. I think you're content to do nothing, as long as you guys are still farming well.
Yeah. Oh, and CR4ZY, the Sentry Ward, he TP's top. Gets Yules. That was an offensive Yules, but Bulba goes down. And I was about to say, look at that net worth chart. CR4ZY putting in some big work, but Arteezy's here now.
Oh, the snowball.
White get him, and he's going on to Arteezy. 2 of them. The Whirling Axe are there. He misses 1 attack. Doesn't matter. Crit gets the Starstorm. Do they chase for more? 1 leap. He has a 2nd leap as well. Aoi, he's trying to run away. What kind of crazy Ice Shard plays can he do? Doesn't look like he needs to.
Might chase him. Yeah, Blink. Arrow scouting. The vision on that was nerfed pretty heavily way back, so hard to see that. Ursa, though, that status resistance, I think improves his matchup against the Troll. You can kind of just use your ultimate. You just have to hold it until he Whirling Axed you, and then you would remove the Whirling Axe debuff. But now it just lasts for like 2 seconds. So you can kind of just pop the ultimate with that 50% status resistance. That was something I didn't even read in the patch, and I thought this hero was going to be good. And then I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. At least in pubs, that's incredibly broken. It's the good old, you know, you ult and people are just like, he's ulted, stun him! And it just doesn't last at all. He does have the Mithril Hammer towards his BKB.
A little extra damage.
I would say other than the phase boots to treads, this is a very classic Ursa build.
Yeah, Fly just getting punched, but Aoi unfortunately can't bring him down there. CR4ZY gets a solo, not a solo kill, it's a 2-on-1 kill, but you talked about it. Look for good engagements. A 2-on-1 engagement against one of the CR4ZY with that Orchid, perfect.
Oh, Moonmeter gets bashed. One more hit. No.
Oh, he flies away. And now Arteezy, is he in no man's land? No, he's in everyone man's land. He wants to fight. He jumps over the Ice Shard snowball there, but the first hit bash out of it.
I think he might kill both of these guys.
Oh, he is trying. Crit's like, I might help you. Oh, I don't know about that. Skeeter, can he get the... No, he can't. Now he throws out his ulti as well. Arteezy will get saved. He still has the Aegis. What if he got saved here and the Aegis didn't proc and it disappeared? Well, I better hope it doesn't.
I think the Aegis regen would definitely save him.
Okay, well.
That would have to be incredibly unfortunate timing because that Aegis regen's like 500 health a second or something.
He does lose it there. Comes back alive, and all of a sudden EG has the lead again. And you see net worth progression. Arteezy, even with all those deaths, he's staying right on the median. Or is it the mode? You know, math.
I'd say the median's acceptable there.
Let's look at Bulba, though, because he is possibly going down. No, Fly will turn it around. Now they're chasing more. Arteezy's going to try to catch him in the backside as well. Bulba gets the stun, throwing out his ulti. He gets the stun as well. CR4ZY, goodbye.
Isn't the mode the one there's the most of?
Yeah, exactly. I was testing you.
Yeah, I wasn't even close.
Exactly. Aoi goes down. And Arteezy, he's 2v1ing. Skeeter will get the kill. That's a big one. He needed that gold. 327. He is as well going for the BKB next, gets the Mithril Hammer. So Skeeter and Arteezy, very similar farm and style this game.
Those are pretty important kills for Bulba, though, because he's been just dying, and he almost has a Yules, which is going to be a pretty crucial survivability tool. He is pretty responsible for split pushing this game. DK kind of wants to be the active initiator. Ursa wants to play off map, so it's kind of on the way to the Sand King to be pushing a lot of waves. Ryo does almost have the Halberd. So they're purely itemizing for this troll. That's kind of the sphere I have for Crazy's lineup, is this Void Spirit's been having a bit of a rough mid-game.
Oh, they're TPing in middle. Looks like the tower will go down.
Arrow?
Maybe not yet. The arrow ends up whiffing. Almost hits CR4ZY. Tower goes down.
Yeah, he sidestepped a bit right before the stun, so he was shielded by the Treant army. Those are what I call Treant protectors.
No,
Grant.
The real protectors of the forest.
That Ursa. Oh, he is going for a Battle Fury.
Okay.
I actually forgot that the Mithril Hammer in this specific case goes for the Battle Fury.
It looked like he was trying to throw him off, right? Because he had the BKB queued up, and you buy a Mithril Hammer, all of a sudden they're like, oh, he's going to go BKB next. But nope, he wants to scale, and he is the second most farmed behind CR4ZY right now.
Yeah, Ursa late game, the talents and everything make him pretty scary. The 3 overpower attacks at level 25, I think, is most notable to his late game scaling. Suddenly you have 9 attacks. That's pretty crazy if you think about it.
Uh-oh, Skeeter. He is spotted out by the ward completely. Bulba gets the stun. Will the arrow hit before the ulti? It does. There's the epicenter, and there's the kill. The warding vision from Fly secures him a free one. And oh, they see it, though. Observer ward is down from Radiant, so they know something's up. Decent warding from both teams. Shout out to Aoi and Fly. Uh-oh. Bryle, he's hiding in the creeps over here. Tier 2 tower does survive. Barely.
Even though they got no kill off this, look at like the map control acquired by pushing that pot multi. Like you have CR4ZY chilling in the bottom trees. You have Aoi in the top trees. The rest of the heroes sitting in their base. It's kind of like a smoke maneuver where the opponent sees it, but it still effectively controls the map. Meanwhile, you have bottom lane pushed in, Ryo popping his ultimate, Blink Dagger and Halberd up on him. Imclop, pretty valuable item here, I think.
There's going to be the stun. Bulba hits 2, but KheZu's here. There's going to be the Orchid. They want to bring down Oracle. Oracle goes down. That's a killing spree as well. 500 gold for the top net worth. What in the world? Bulba will kill the sentry, but still goes down. KheZu, he is strapping him into the backpack right now.
Yeah, that was a really nice targeting by them to throw all of it on Oracle, because he saves the Sand King, but the Sand King does not save him. So now that you kill him first, you kill both of them. Battle Fury on Ursa done. Going back for a Manta. Very anti-mage-esque build, I would say, on Arteezy. In the wrong order. You know, anti-mage usually goes the Battle Fury Manta Basher. He's going the Basher Battle Fury Manta.
Mixing it up.
Yeah, so interesting there. I think Ursa can, since he scales so much harder with the overall damage to Fury swipes as well as the talent that I mentioned, you can maybe play him like this. I'm not 100% sure from personal experience how well he scales. It's something you definitely have to feel it out, but I can see the logic. I can see why people think this hero becomes more of a scaler. You take the 14 agility talent. I've seen mixed opinions on the 20 talent. Definitely keeping an eye on that. KheZu going for the BKB. Almost done there. Pretty farmed on Nature's Prophet. #1 net worth in the game. Somebody we've kind of been sleeping on in the sense that he is the #1 net worth.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I brought up. How is it okay that the #1 net worth kills the Oracle and gets 500 gold? I know it's a killing spree, but
it's all based on killing sprees. I'm not
is.
saying it's okay, but I am saying that is the mechanic of the game. If you guys have been tuned out a little bit, it only matters what your killing spree is. Nothing to do with net worth.
And man, I would say you've got a BKB very shortly on the Troll and very shortly on KheZu on the Nature's Prod. Is there a chance we just see them try to group as 5, get a pickoff, and honestly maybe push the base with this timing? With your very farm Troll and Nature's Prophet? You got to get map control. That's the one problem. Radiant is farming well. They're up by 2K, but you need to get on the other side of the map, right? That's the big thing, it feels like.
Yeah, the thing I look at this is Arteezy did double back for a BKB.
Okay.
You have this timing where Crazy can fight really well, but Arteezy has this Battle Fury, so as long as nothing's happening, they're winning the farm war.
Possibly a big fight going on. Who's going to be the first one to drop? It will be Owie. Skeeter's in. Oh, he gets disarmed, pops off his ulti. Now right-clicking onto Bulba. There's going to be the egg and the Sunray you can do from it. 1 for 1 so far. In comes Bryle. He has that Aghanim, so he has 2 charges, can silence him, but Arteezy gets ulted, trying to right-click Veal down. He jumps forward, he gets the first hit bash. Will he get KheZu? Pops the BKB. You can't teleport out because you're scared of getting bashed. Instead, they're right-clicking down Skeeter. He's already used his ultimate. 1 more bash. He's disarmed. Getting right-clicked by Ryoya. Ryoya doesn't do the most damage, just pops his wand. Looks to run away. Instead, they're going to turn it to KheZu. Aether Remnant to stop Arteezy going up that hill. Good job by Bryle zoning. Ryoya's in trouble now. It looked like he was going to get the kill. Is he? Everyone's so damn low. Crit on the backside gets Skeeter. Crit might get Moonmeander as well. No, he gets pulled in by Bryle. Will get healed up, and now Ryoya blinks forward. Bryle goes down, and Crit just saved the hell out of that fight.
Fly did too. I don't know if you saw. Ursa was at like 50 health, dying to the Orchid of Prophet. Immediately, Fate's Edict heals Arteezy. Fortunes ends it off such that the Orchid never goes off for the damage. And suddenly Arteezy was at like 60% health again, able to turn back into the fight. You're going to see the highlight here. Initiation on the Tusk, immediate buyback, and we're going to see a bit of a self-sacrifice coming out from Owie, maybe unintentionally after they kill the Sand King here. You're going to see him snowball in and tank the arrow for his teammate. Ugh.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's actually good for you, though, because you just go down a second time, and you're going to see this save coming out from Fly the first time around on Arteezy. You can see the power of why this Oracle enables the Ursa first round in the draft. All these things are so annoying for Ursa to deal with. Again, look at that. Like,
that's huge.
Like, if he's a second slower with that, Arteezy goes down, and this fight probably looks a bit different because Ryoya knows he can stand his ground, knows he can continue chasing because of the fact that Ursa's coming back into the fight. So much benefits from that save. Does manage to narrowly escape on the Prophet there.
I saw that. I was like, that could have just been game.
Roche with the smoke from Crazy. We're back at it.
They're going in. Skeeter, can he get Aether Remnant? He pops the ulti though. Roshan is going down. Who's going to get the last hit? Who's going to get the kill? Arrows are flying. No one's killing Roche. Arteezy gets it, and they get the kill. Sunray is hitting on the 5 people, but Bryle on the backside might just go down. That egg drops so quick. Scrambled up. KheZu gets stunned. They have the Sentry Ward there. Will they be able to make it out? Ursa does have the Aegis, but going down, they don't have enough damage. KheZu goes down. Owie goes down. Skeeter's about to go down as well. Arteezy says, please kill me. Give me full HP and mana. They won't. triple kill for Arteezy. It's a 5-for-0 wipe plus a Roshan. Let's just call it 6.
Yeah.
It's over. GG called.
Yeah, just textbook mistake, I think, by Troll running into the Roche pit with the Roche at like 100 or 1,000 health, and he just didn't BKB. Ryu really heads up play. Blinks and stuns the Troll instantly. The Aegis goes down.